Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 1120. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper, which I invite you to check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you would like to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your business, your special event. All of that would be super great, and it would also be super great if you would share this out. That way, more people here in Durham can find out what indeed is happening. So let's get started with. Let me grab my iPad here. And let's look at the word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits, and also the city, the county, and the state. It's also a great place to figure out where you can do your next volunteer gig if you want to help out the community that way. So let's see. Oh, let me tell you about this program. It is, pretty much the end of the year, and I know some people are probably uh, worried about maybe their water bill, maybe scrambling around because after all, it is the end of the year. So here's the thing: there is a program. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let's see. It's the Low Income Household Water Assistance Program. Let me see if I can find it real quick. For some reason, I can't find it. Let's see. Let me keep. There's a lot on this page, folks. Let's see. Wait a minute. I am still looking. Oh my goodness, there's so much on here. Let's see. Here it is. It's under Durham County Department of Social Services because you do have to call DSS to get in on this. So, this is a DSS program, Department of Social Services, the Low Income Household Water Assistance Program. It helps keep your water on, keeps it from being disconnected if you've fallen behind. So, you can, if you're already receiving food and nutrition services or temporary assistance for needy families, work first services, or if you've already benefited, like last year, from the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, which is coming up again in a couple of weeks, then you're probably already eligible to participate in this program. Everybody else, you can pick up an application at the information kiosk inside and outside the DSS office, of course, 414 East Main Street, downtown. You can also call and you can apply online. There's all kinds of different ways to get in on this program. So if you're in danger of having your water cut off, then definitely hop on this immediately. I think if I said City of Durham, I meant Durham County. I don't know if I said City of Durham or not, but it is a Durham County program, the Low Income Household Water Assistance Program. All right. The Durham County libraries are open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6, and then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Let's see what's happening over at Durham Tech. Now, I have some classes listed which are totally online, totally free for people who want to be entrepreneurs or who want to do better at the business that they're already running. So these classes are offered across the state, and they're actually put together by not just Durham Tech, but other community colleges, across North Carolina. So here's some classes you can take, and these are just one-off classes. Let's see, from 5:30 until 6:30 this evening, business photography for non-photographers. That's a good one. How to see what you're shooting more objectively and learn how to really make the most out of the lighting, etc. That should be really nice. Here's another one from 6 until 7:30, LinkedIn for business. Now, if you do watch Bull City Hangout regularly, experiment a little bit. Go to LinkedIn because actually Bull City Hangout is live right now on LinkedIn as we speak. Actually, it's live in three different spots: YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And then after the show airs, then I actually upload it to X because I refuse to pay to live stream. They're making people pay to live stream now on Twitter. So yeah, so I uploaded after the fact. All righty, let's see. Here's another class from 6 until 8. Grant Writing 101. That's another good one. You don't have to be a nonprofit to get a grant. So definitely know that. If you're running a nonprofit, you already know. But oh, Roxanne has something to say. Hello, Roxanne. Let's see. Now, let me show Roxanne's question. That's really cool. Um, is it cool to come on about MMR vaccine? Now, I know Barb is supposed to come on today. Um, how about you come on tomorrow? Because I want to be able to, I don't want, how can I put this? I want to make sure that I can give you, full attention and all the time that you need. So if you could come on tomorrow, that would be great. I would really appreciate that because I already promised Barb last week that she could come on today. And Roxanne is also asking, do you know if the photo class is with actual camera and phone? That's a good question. Like I was saying, you can be anywhere in North Carolina, actually. Technically, you can be anywhere to take this class. They're not going to turn you down if you're in New Hampshire. But I don't know about the photo class. Actually, click on the link that's right there on the Word page. Go down to Durham Tech. Then you'll see the class. And it again is called Business Photography for Non-Photographers. I have a feeling if they're saying non-photographers, they're probably talking about smartphones, but I can't say for sure. I don't know. But read the description because they usually have a nice description on that page. So go ahead and click on that link and read about the class and see if that answers your questions. All righty. And thanks for watching, Roxanne. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see. I said LinkedIn for Business. So that class is from 6 until 7:30. Grant Writing 101 from 6 until 8. All righty. Now, there is a relatively new program, new to lots of us. Let me scroll down to RDU, Raleigh Durham Airport, because there is something called the Sunflower Program. So it's really great for people who have what you might call, what they call hidden disabilities, for people who you can't look at them and know that there's something going on. So basically, what they call hidden disabilities include dementia, autism, learning difficulties, as well as physical and mental health conditions, and also mobility or speech impairments. So basically, here's how it works. If you now this started in England, believe it or not, like Meals on Wheels, and it just traveled all over the world. So the Sunflower Program is where you or your loved one, your child, whatever, you can wear something. It's like a green and yellow lanyard or pin or whatever, and airport employees are trained to know, oh, let's give this person a little extra attention, a little extra time, a little extra help, etc. Now, if you don't already have a Sunflower Program lanyard or pin, you can pick it up. Let me read my little article here. Okay, you can pick up a free Sunflower branded lanyard or pin at the RDU information desk. They have them in both terminals. RDU has terminals 1 and 2. So both of them have information desks. Both information desks have the Sunflower branded lanyard. And again, it is called the Sunflower Program. Let's see. Also, TSA, they have something called TSA Cares. And you can always ask for special assistance to travelers if you need more time or help or whatever. Um, I would suggest that you look up TSA Cares before you, because I know a lot of people are traveling for the holidays. Look it up before you go to the airport. Make sure you know how it works, because sometimes, especially it's very crowded during the holidays. TSA, they're not always known for being kind and thoughtful because they just want to get people through as quickly as possible. So look it up and make inquiries. TSA is fantastic. Via Twitter/X, you can ask questions. I remember when I had a sciatica flare up and I was traveling with gel packs, which are usually not allowed. I got, the information that I needed from TSA via Twitter. And then when I got in line at TSA security line, I let the person know before I even got in the line. I let the TSA person know. I said, I'd talk with TSA. They told me to let you know in advance that I have two gel packs for my sciatica. And they said, no problem. So let me see if Roxanne has another problem. Oh, right. Epilepsy. Right. That's a hidden disability, isn't it? I guess you can consider it that. Yeah. So I don't know if you knew about this already, Roxanne, but yeah, it's a really great program, Sunflower program. I know a lot of people. I do tend to frequent the autism, what do you call it, subreddit on Reddit, and a lot of people with autism are saying, why don't they do it the same every time, the right way, And when it comes to TSA rules, they change all the time because you never know if somebody was trying to be slick an hour ago and trying to slip something in. So they periodically change their rules to keep us on our toes and just to keep everybody safe basically. So it's not always going to be the same. What I always suggest is to watch the people ahead of you, watch what's being said to them like a hawk, so that by the time you're up there, you know what to do. You don't have to be flustered. Anyway, for people who do get easily flustered and they have what they call hidden disabilities, which includes autism, yeah, Sunflower program, yeah, check that out. And also, like I said, TSA cares. Okay, I want to take all afternoon. I'm sorry for getting all involved here. I know it's lunchtime. Let me continue. So SCORE has a free workshop. It's going to be held online. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's tomorrow at 1 o'clock. SBA loan opportunities for minority owned businesses, programs, benefits, and eligibility. So learn all about that tomorrow, totally for free. I didn't tell you what SCORE stands for. I like to do that. It's called the Service Corps of Retired Executives. Call them up and ask for a mentor. They can definitely help you. Their services are free. All right, let's go to the health page. To your health. And I'm real curious what Roxanne has to say about the vaccine. So if you can come on the show tomorrow, I definitely want to hear what you have to say about that. And actually, if Barb doesn't come on the show, yeah, she's supposed to join me. She said she was going to join the show, click in at 12:15. So if indeed she gets busy, she doesn't make it, then Roxanne definitely slip in. I'll let you know. Okay, now the health page, of course, I got your COVID numbers if you're interested. So I got to say about that. Also, COVID-19 tests are available still at the Durham County Department of Public Health. You can go to 414 East Main Street between 9 and 4:30. They break for a half hour for lunch. I think from 12:30 to 1, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, from 9 to 4:30, basically, pretty much, you can pick up free at-home tests. You should get as many as you can as they allow you to if you have a big family and you want to make sure that everybody's safe. And also, of course, if you're flying, you still want to wear a mask on the plane, and you definitely want to take tests for COVID, maybe before and after, because you just want to make sure. Also, the date on the package, if you have a COVID-19 test and you're saying, darn it, it says October 2024, it's still good because that is the giveaway by date, not the use by date. So you use, I think these, let's see, I think these tests are good for, I think they said 6 months after the date. I'll make sure, and then I should actually put a notice in the Durham Skywriter so that you know. Okay, let's see. Also on the health page, Parkinson's, because today is Wednesday. Let's see, let me scroll down to, there it is. The American Dance Festival. They offer free classes to people with Parkinson's disease and also their care partners. So today at their ADF Scripps Studios, which is at 721 Broad Street, they're going to have a free class called Dance for Parkinson's. That's going to be from 2 until 3:15. and it's free. They've got their own parking lot. So call for information and then click to sign up. Now, the American Red Cross looks like they're going to have a blood drive. You can help save lives literally by donating blood. So, the American Red Cross has a crew right now over at North Carolina Central University in the new Student Center at 511 Nelson Street, and they will be there until 4:30. And then tomorrow, they'll return, and they'll be there at the new Student Center from 11 until 4:30 again tomorrow. Now, the Blood Connection, they have a crew right now over at Newtonics. Hope I said that right. 701 West Main Street, that's downtown. And they will be there only until 1. So you might want to try to hop over there if you're downtown. Or you can go to Durham Tech, 1637 East Lawson Street, the white building, which is the furthermost east building. And they'll be there until 2. All righty. Let's go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue, downtown. Free parking, free membership. It's a really, really cool place to hang out if you're 55 plus. Now, let's see. Today's Wednesday. This afternoon, Durham County Veteran Services, where military veterans can find out what benefits they have earned. You do have to do that by appointment, so it's probably too late to do it for today. I'm just reminding folks who already have appointments to don't miss their appointment. You can still call, and if they don't have a spot this afternoon from between 1 and 3, then they can slot you in for the next one. They do this several times a month. Chair volleyball at 2. Basic smartphone computer class at 2:15, life line dancers at 3:30, walking club at 3:30, the tech center 5:15 to 7:15, and the fitness center 5:15 to 7:15. Now tomorrow morning, seniors on the move line dancing at 8:35, open arts at 9, breakfast bingo at 9:30. Oh, Barb is here. Okay, Barb, we'll bring you on right after the weather. Yoga Your Way at 10. Keep It Moving, gentle exercise at 10:15. Let's see, conversational French at 10:30, and intermediate African dance at 11:30. All right, let's look at the special events and see if there's anything happening. Let's see, today's what, the 20th? Oh, Painting with Police is happening, 12:30 until 3. I don't know if it's too late to sign up. Give them a call real quick and see if you can slip in. You get to paint. Paint is supplied. The canvas is supplied. You can paint with police officers in a really relaxed way. Maybe you have something on your mind you want to discuss. It's up to you. But it is a free class and it's really fun. It's not really a class. It's like an activity. And it's from 12:30 until 3. Let's see. The Durham AARP chapter 189, they're going to have their monthly meeting today in the theater at 2 o'clock. Now, tomorrow at 10 o'clock, they're going to have a Nutrition Today cooking demo. That should be really fun. That's from 10 until 11. So call and definitely sign up for that. That's hosted by Durham County Dine, which is Durham's Innovative Nutrition Education. Let's see. Now at 11, the Duke neurology presentation, the Big Three. That's going to be for an hour starting at 11. And this is where neurologist Dr. Spector, he'll be leading a talk on the Big Three: obstructive sleep apnea, insomnia, and restless leg syndrome. All right. And Google Workplace, that's going to be tomorrow at 1 in the computer lab. Learn how to create documents, spreadsheets, and presentations with Google Apps, including Google Docs, Sheets, Slides, and Photos. How about that? Definitely check that out. Now let's rush over to the Let's Go page, and then we'll do the weather, and we'll see what Barb has to say, because she promises something really interesting. Can't wait to hear about it. Okay. Catholic Charities, they run the Durham Community Food Pantry. If you can get in the door by 1 o'clock, you can be served. 2020 Chapel Hill Road, in the Lakewood Shopping Center. If you're in need, definitely stop by, talk to a social worker, get a week's worth of groceries. You can get pull-up diapers, toddlers down to newborn, and then you've got the big ones for adults. They have people there who speak Spanish, and one lady there who speaks French. Definitely check that out. If you can't make it by one, I know it sounds like last minute, then they'll be doing the same thing between 5 and 7. Let's see. That already happened. That already happened. That already happened. Fresh produce and groceries will be given away today by the Community Health Coalition, 308 Crutchfield Street, Suite D, and that's practically right next door to Durham Regional Hospital. Is it Duke Regional Hospital? I forgot to change their name. Okay, so that is going to be this afternoon from 1 until 3. If you're in need, head over there now. The Durham City Council work session, that's going to be in City Council chambers this afternoon from 1 until 5. Attend in person, of course. You can go to City Hall. You can watch via the city's website, their YouTube channel, X, Facebook, Roku, Apple TV, all of that. The Book Harvest at 2501 University Drive, they are hosting Turning Pages, bilingual story time for children. That's going to be this afternoon from 2:30 until 3:30. They're going to have special guests from the Museum of Life and Science. That should be really nice. So young children, they can enjoy a story in English and Spanish, followed by fun activities. And then you can celebrate by taking one book home for free to read together, which is very cute. And it's a free activity. Sign up in advance by clicking on the link on the Let's Go page. The Durham County Library Bookmobile, they'll be at the Lion Park Recreation Center, 1309 Halley Street. That's going to be from 2:30 until 3:30. That's super awesome. Check out books from the Bookmobile. Return them to wherever you want to return them to in terms of the county libraries. You don't have to look for the Bookmobile again. Just drop it off at the main library or East Regional or wherever. Let's see. All right. Wait a minute. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Let me make sure I didn't skip anything. I think I did skip a couple of things. Oh my goodness. Okay. St. Joseph AME Church. You know what? When I was reading, oh my goodness. Wait a minute. That's tomorrow. I'm reading. Okay. Scratch that, scratch that, scratch that. Let me start all over and let you know what's happening today because I made a mistake. Forget what I said about the Let's Go page. We're starting over. St. Joseph AME Church, their community food distribution is today from 2 until 3. I do apologize for the mistake. 2521 Fayetteville Street. New Visions, 1306 Fayetteville Street, giving away free meals today between 3 and 6. Kings Park International Church, food pantry and clothing closet. That's going to be today, 1305 Odyssey Drive from 5 until 6. Game night at Boxyard RTP. That's an outdoor venue. Dress warmly. It's going to be a little cooler tonight, 5:30 until 8:30. 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. Let's see. This is interesting. Chapel Hill Tire, which is in Durham. That's funny. 4805 Hope Valley Road. They're going to have a free class called Drive Smart Academy. What new drivers need to know. So you can learn basic maintenance, how to change a tire. I don't know how to do that. How to change a tire. You learn how to check your oil levels and tire pressure and all that. And also what to do in case of an auto accident. So definitely click to register for this free class and do that soon. I have a feeling it's going to be filled up pretty soon. There's going to be a jazz jam at Succotash Southern and Creole Kitchen, led by bassist Michael DeVito, and that's going to be tonight, starting at 7 o'clock. It's free admission, but remember, it's a restaurant, so they would really appreciate it if you would order something. Brett's Open Mic, same deal. Wonderful music. You can join them on stage. They do smooth jazz, R&B, and funk. Brett's Open Mic is at the Blue Note Grill from 7 until 10. Again, it's a restaurant. It's from 7 until 10, 701 Washington Street, downtown. And last but not least, Blends with Friends Open Decks. That is tonight at the Pinhook, 117 West Main Street, and this is where you can learn how to DJ or practice your DJing skills. You should bring your own music. It's hard to mix music you don't know. So bring whatever you have, your records, USB, hard drive, whatever, free admission, and you'll be out late from 8 until midnight. How about that? Now let's go to the weather and then bring on Barb. So Terry Johnson, long time no see. Wow. Very happy to have you here, Terry. Wow. She's with oh shoot. My mind is going okay, wait. Put it in the comments, Terry. Because I know on Tuesdays and Fridays you do tech with it's on Facebook. Put it in the comments. I'm so embarrassed. You caught me off guard and my mind went to mush. I just forgot. Okay. Anyway, so we're doing the weather, right? I think we're doing the weather. Let's do that. Biz Chicks, of course. There we go. How could I forget? Biz Chicks. Terry, in case you don't know, I know you've noticed things look slightly different. I'm with EV Mux now. I zipped out of StreamYard because they more than doubled their prices, and I decided, yeah, you can get a lot more with EV Mux. So, oh, and she's saying, wait, nice setup. Nice setup. What platform are you using? EV Mux. And it's EVMUX. It's really cool. Terry, I know you like tech. Check out EV Mux because it's more like real TV. It's the closest to real TV than any platform I've ever used. And the free version is powerful. And I want to get through this weather because we're going to see an old friend. I didn't mean old, but Barb is going to join me. So I meant, you know what I mean. Yeah, EV Mux. There it is. Yes, EV Mux. EVMUX. It is powerful. You can do so much more with EVMux than anything that you've ever seen in your entire life. Now, Barb, who is an actual expert, will correct me if I'm wrong because I have a feeling I could very easily be wrong with that statement. But anyway, let's do the weather and then let's bring on Barb. Let me see. It is, wow, it's today is the last nice day for a minute. 66 right now, and it's cloudy. In fact, it was raining. I can't tell if it's raining. But anyway, 66 is cloudy. It's supposed to be raining, I believe. And then it's going up to 67. So it's still really nice out right now. So you might want to tiptoe out if it's not raining and take a nice walk and enjoy the beautiful changing colors of the leaves. Now, tomorrow it's going to be 52 and it will be partly sunny tomorrow. Now, Terry and Barb, you'll get to see me let me put my iPad up here. I still haven't figured out how to bring on people smoothly. So let me experiment. Let's see. So let me click on dynamic scene, bring on Barb. Ooh, this is going to be smooth. Okay, I think. Okay, wait. But I don't know how to do the transition though. Let me see if I can do the transition. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see. Darn it, it didn't. It did work. It worked. Whoa. Hey, Barb, are you there?
Howdy. Yeah,
Did
I'm
you see
here.
that transition?
I didn't see the transition. What appeared for me, I should have taken a screenshot. What appeared for me was like a default uh, avatar of a person, and
Oh,
Crystal was,
shoot.
and a name Crystal
Oh,
came up. So that's what I heard. But
because here's how it's supposed to look. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Oh, it doesn't look right. Wait, what's going on? Wait, let me check layers.
Can you do that while we are live?
Yeah. Oh, Crystal was on, so I can remove Crystal.
Oh,
Remove,
that's what it was. So it was her
remove
avatar.
PC. Okay, okay, let's do it again. Okay, here we go. Is it gonna work? Okay, wait. Let's see. It worked! It worked! Yes, it worked. Isn't this exciting? Evie
Well,
must
I
be
I
so
still haven't, yeah, because I haven't done enough experimenting with it yet, just because of, I mean, it's that time of year when we're getting ready for holidays and
oh
new technology is coming out, and
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
just it's been super busy. And I right now I have three tabs open in the Chrome browser, and I'm in the
Oh,
Chrome browser with you. And
okay,
then I've got in the Edge browser, I have one, two, three uh, tabs open. So,
okay.
hey, Terry, well, you should come in and join us. I left the link to join us in BTS Live there. Thank you for responding.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah. If you want to try that, if you like, and then I can. Roxanne is here too. Now, Roxanne's going to
oh,
come
good.
on. Roxanne's going to talk about, I think, vaccines tomorrow.
Hi.
I know you wanted to come on today. You can still come on today if you like, but I just wanted to make sure
I
you,
have no problems. Yeah.
because I really wanted to give her, I mean, she has important information, and I think I would rather Roxanne come on tomorrow so I can really give her the attention that, because it's an important topic. So yeah. So if you don't mind, but you can come on and say hi, of course. And Terry says, I love how the comments
Oh, great.
move across the screen. It's really cool.
Yeah. Well, let it be great because Terry is very technology oriented as well. And
Indeed.
that would be super. So, the the screen share, I know how to do it, of course, in in the other product, but
Uh-huh.
but I don't know if I can share any screens with you
Yeah,
on
I
this
think I think
platform.
you did it. I think you did it before. Oh no, I don't think you did it
Oh
before.
yeah, I just now I see the option to do it, and then I think you have to bring it on stage.
Okay,
Is
well
how
let's see
that
what
works.
happens. Let's see what
But
happens.
let's try that real quick just to see if it
Yeah,
automatically comes on screen or whether you control that, okay?
sure.
Because we don't know. Okay, so it is showing that. And it does give me the option to share audio with it. I'll go ahead and leave it on, albeit we don't need it.
Okay, because so far
So,
I only see. Oh, there it is. It says Barb
so
Town is sharing screen. Add to scene, and then
okay,
I
so
guess.
then it's not on there yet. So if
Oh wait, I think I did that wrong. I added it to the. Oh shoot. I let me remove it.
yeah,
I added it to the scene instead of. Okay, let me click on. I don't mean add to scene though. How do I? Shoot, I don't want to add it to the scene. I want to share the screen. How do you do it? Wait, darn. I don't know how to do it. Let's see. Okay, let me try it again. I don't know why it says add to scene though. It's not that I want to add it to the scene.
it isn't.
Hmm. See, dynamic scene. Add to scene? Wait.
See what happens when you do, because I think you'll probably have.
Oh. Now I want to make it like really um let's see. What I'm trying to do. Oh, spotlight. Oh, okay. Do you still see it?
Hang on a second. I got to get in the right tab myself because I'm trying. I have no idea how my resources are going to work. Yes, it's on
Okay.
screen. We
spotlight.
are not.
Okay.
Do you have a format to add both of us to the
I,
screen with
I do, and I don't know why we're not.
why it's not
Let me
happening?
click on a different one. Okay, spotlight. I guess when I click on spotlight, somehow we're not.
Well, that would seem to me if you hit spotlight that that would take over the whole screen, which it has.
Um,
Is there any
hmm,
way to just add this the screen?
let's see.
Dark mode, full screen mode,
Hmm.
myself.
I am clicking on all kinds of different things, and I just can't seem to figure out how this thing works. Gee. Okay, wait. See, when I click on spotlight, it's only showing, it takes over the whole screen. Hmm. This is really frustrating. It doesn't seem to be working at all.
Hmm.
Because I'm clicking on where we would be small at the bottom, and they have another one where we're small at the side, but neither of them are showing us.
Hmm.
But anyway,
Should we take it off screen then?
you can just talk this through if you wanted to. Uh,
Well, this is just my page on
hmm.
Blue Sky, but we haven't even talked about what it is or anything. And
Well, let me bring us back, and let's see. Oh, this is weird. It's working with see look. It works with two people. Isn't that cute? Here's
hang
another
on a
one.
second.
So I can click on
We're
spotlight.
there, so, and then you can't add the screen share to it, but it's made me very small
Yeah.
and you very
And
large. There should be a way there to.
here's another.
Um,
Isn't that cute?
well,
Let me.
I don't know what it looks like to you, but I'm a very tiny icon.
Oh, look! I did it accidentally.
Oh.
What the heck? Obviously, I need more practice. Isn't this
Well,
fun?
I signed on. I wish I would have made note of how many members had actually joined as of the day I signed on, because I signed on for the first time on November the 15th.
Okay,
So
something called Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, it's Blue Sky Social, but it's making the headlines right now because it
Oh,
is seen as, especially by creatives, that it's seen as an alternative to the X platform.
oh, that's what
And
it is.
the
Oh,
motivation primarily of just such an onslaught so fast
hmm.
had to do with differences in political opinions
Sure.
that were being shared on X.
Hmm.
But the whole thing, the enticement was, well, we don't talk politics over there. We just share, just like the old Twitter, we
Sure.
just share our conversations, and it's a master, networking area, um, to be just in, led by conversation.
Hmm.
So, and I knew that because I knew when it was well over 2 years ago when uh, Jack Dorsey left Twitter. Well, he actually had set it up before he left,
Hmm.
and they were doing some testing with it because it's what they call a decentralized platform. It's so that you have a lot more options uh, in ways that you can share it and what you can do with it. There are many apps that have accompanied it already, but that was the primary. I mean, it was like there was like 12 million I think, and then it's already over 20 million in
Oh,
since last Friday.
okay.
So that's why, I mean, it is number one of the apps being downloaded.
So
So,
let me write this down. Sky blue.
well,
So,
I put, you don't have to because you're in my BTS live group on
oh,
Facebook,
okay,
and I put it in the event. I
okay.
actually, the way I do these things is, you know, the other thing that enticed me is that AI was in on that platform,
Mm-hmm.
and that AI art and a use of generative AI was in on that platform. There
Okay.
had been It had been controversial on X.
Mm-hmm.
Um, some people liked it, some didn't. It's just the same way on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
but they were focusing more on that. And the other person that really influenced my decision to actually open an account was Mitch Jackson, the attorney that
Uh-huh.
I've
I remember
followed
it.
ever,
Mm-hmm.
because he's been staying up with the technology as well.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty emotional about it, and he left. He says, I haven't actually checked. Well, actually, he did do a post, so I think he's closed out his X account.
Okay.
And it was very, because he does have a tendency to post a few political things now and then.
Sure he does.
And I think it emotionally got him what was happening there after the election. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, that aside, if you're a creative, and particularly
Mm-hmm.
if you're an artist and you're following the generative AI think it's a great platform to be on. But
Well, I
you and
will
I both
definitely
know
do that.
that one of the things that we love is having the ability to go live on the spur of the moment
Mm-hmm.
and just have a conversation. And that's the best networking tool, online networking tool of all, in my humble opinion. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
So get my, um,
So
I'm
this
going to
Sky Blue, does this work exactly like Twitter in that you have a certain number of characters and
yeah, 300 characters on a post. You
okay.
can have up to 300. And since we're logged in on my account, I honestly, I get, okay, so today they fixed it. So now you can see my new post down here.
Okay.
Yesterday I couldn't see that. And they did do an upgrade. So when I open it up, that's how I can do that. But we don't have, I don't think, I'm just going to put,
Because I wonder if
um,
you can live stream too, because you have to pay to live
no,
stream
you
on X
can't.
now. Oh,
Huh?
you have to pay to live stream on X, so I dropped them. And in fact, after I switched LinkedIn
No.
with X, so I'm live streaming to LinkedIn, and then after the show airs, then I upload it to Twitter
Uh
X.
huh.
Yeah.
Well, I have the premium account. I felt it was worth going with the premium account when it came out. Actually, I
Okay.
think I have the we all say Twitter anyway, but the X premium
Mhm.
account.
Oh, okay.
And that gets me the Elon Musk Meta, which is that Grok AI that he has through X.
Okay.
So
I'm not sure what that's all
plus
about.
the ability to go live, plus the ability to create a newsletter right on my
Who's
on the
that?
plat. It's well worth it to me. For
Okay.
I mean, Facebook wants us all to at least do the get the pay for the account on there. They have extra bells and whistles, but they don't have, as far as the results I get with it, and that I've watched people complaining day after day, and I'm not going to do that for a
Mhm.
while yet.
Yeah.
On Not to digress from the subject, but we're having changes coming up on that platform as well.
Oh.
And just like we both have personal profiles and we had followers on our personal profiles,
Mm-hmm.
fortunately, you've gone live on your page, on your Durham Skywriter page, most
Yes.
regularly, also.
Yes.
So that won't have too much impact. But if you had a lot of followers on your personal profile, those followers are going to go away here in the first of December. I think it is right around then.
Go
They're
away.
actually taking, yeah, they're going to stop that. So, which is very frustrating.
Wait a minute.
But yeah,
Oh,
well, but that's a different topic for a different day. If you want
okay.
to talk about that, I can tell you because
Okay.
I was in meetings all last week. It's not, bottom line, it's not encouraging.
Okay.
And with the X Premium, I did have, I have the live, plus you can have an actual community on there, fee-based community even. So
Oh.
I mean, there's a lot of benefits on the premium site.
Mhm.
But that aside, I mean, it's been an emotional time. November has been a very emotional time for all of us,
Yeah. Now,
regardless.
Sherry's not gonna be able to join us, but she will be listening. So that's awesome.
Okay.
That's awesome. At least
But
she'll get to see what Evie Mux looks like. So
yeah, right. Yeah, and me too. I'm the reason that I have been joining uh, Patricia a couple, three times now on her lives is because she is using EV Mux, and I too want to become familiar with the features of the product. I personally just have a free account on there, and since the last time we chatted, Terry, I ended up winning the professional level, the top level of the Be Live service, which we all started with long before,
yeah,
and they've made improvements also. So, and I am not as young as I used to be, so it takes time to learn this stuff. So,
tell me
I've just
about it.
been going along with her, but she'd asked me about Blue Sky, Patricia did, and so
Now
I have been ever, sorry,
I've seen it. I've seen announcements where people are
yeah,
kind of like
leaving.
joining Blue Sky in protest. You know.
Exactly. It's very dramatic. I
Mhm.
don't think that's a good thing to do.
Well,
And I mean, you and I are both media people from way back.
yeah,
And we've been there and been involved with traditional media.
sure.
And so I'm here with, I was looking at it the other day, my Associated Press style book, and the copyright date on it is 1987.
Wow, back in the
so
day.
so that
Yeah,
tells you, I mean, that's the hard copy,
wow,
right? Yeah,
wow.
1987.
How about
And but I have since then I have, the ebook from Amazon and from AP and all that.
mhm,
But how much it's changed, and I just, to me, what X has done with the Grok AI, which is to me even more valuable, like this morning,
mhm,
is that, and I don't want to get, yeah, I use Restream also, Roxanne. I have a lifetime to it as well.
restream.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. The thing is that for news in the morning,
Mhm.
I back in the old days, we made sure we got the newspaper right away. We were reading it in print. So it's an old habits die hard, as they
Sure,
say.
sure.
But
The morning
ever
paper.
since we had online and we had the ability to screenshot, one
Mhm,
of my morning routines is to sit down with my first cup of coffee
mhm,
and go to Google News, news.google.com,
mhm,
and check the headlines.
mhm.
And it is amazing how those headlines have changed from the mornings over the years,
Yeah,
and what it's just basically turned into clickbait, and
I know.
it's very disheartening. And we
Talk
have,
studio? I never heard of Talk Studio. I've heard of
yeah,
Streamlab, I think.
there's lots out there, and you just have to do what you're most comfortable with, and
Mhm.
which ones are most comfortable, are most doable with your pocketbook, and that has the features that you need to work with.
And to be really
So,
honest with you, I don't think I would ever quit X due to my political beliefs because I get so much good local, because I'm doing community news. Everybody's on X.
Yeah.
You find
Well,
out.
it's entertaining too. I mean, even if it is the polit, I was just laughing so hard about some of the stuff they share, and they have no clue. And I'm just like, okay. But let me just tell you about the one piece of magic of X. I want to go back to the blue sky thing because there's promise in blue sky, but what we don't have is this mixture with the X and with the premium account, I have access to Grok AI right away. I'm working with my
Mhm.
stories, like I told you.
Mhm.
And I just, looking at that, the headline every day. So, one of the options that you have is that you can. When you click on Grok, I can actually share that screen if you want, but it says "Tell me today's headlines," and so I would do the headlines when I get up, and then 2 hours later and 2 hours after that just to see. And then
Mhm.
I learned because I actually use the product every day that it I could add certain like a destination, I could say for Albuquerque or um, Chicago or whatever I wanted, and it would draw specifics on that. But the power of Broke and what it does in
Mhm.
drawing the news is like what happened to me this morning. I saw the news from Google News
Mhm.
on both my phone and on my laptop, and it was very discouraging.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
well, one of importance to me is we now had this bomb like cyclone going on in the western part of the United States. It's a
Ooh,
weather, right? And I had never heard of a bomb cyclone.
cyclone. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if you have either, but anyhow, I asked it about the weather, and it changed to real time. It
Mhm.
is drawing from because you do have the major news networks are all on X. They
Okay.
didn't make a mass exodus on X, and if the ones who matter to me are on X and have made statements right out, they're staying on X. And
Mhm.
that's not to say they're not going to open up, which is like me,
Mhm.
it'd be it's another platform if it but they're going to have the same challenges I do because they've already fast forward and been able to go live
Mhm.
directly on those platforms.
Mhm.
So, but by it when it pulls those headlines,
Mhm.
it actually pulls from live updates off of X, as well as what Google is pulling.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
it's much more powerful.
Mhm.
And then making summaries from that. And then you have the personal, like you and me. Okay, now it's your turn to write the story, Barb or
Mhm.
Patricia,
Mhm.
and you add your input from where you are
Mhm.
in North Carolina or whatever. You personalize. It's old school stuff that we learned to do long time ago.
Sure.
But the thing is, it's far more accurate.
Mhm.
And so
Mhm.
that is, another big gripe about folks who work with generative AI. I mean, they first thing they come out of their mouths is, "Oh, you can't trust it. You have to verify everything."
Yeah.
But I
That
look
is,
at, sorry,
that would be true of any kind of news.
right, exactly,
So,
and I mean, uh, you and I are particularly in tune with that,
yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
and so now I don't have. I mean, the BBC closed its account and went over, and that's from the UK, and they made a big dramatic exit, and they went to Blue Sky. But and if you choose to follow, I mean, you can choose to follow them or not, but it doesn't their updates. If you don't follow them, it does not come up in your news feed.
Hmm.
So that's, it's not, you control what comes up in your newsfeed.
Mhm.
In this decentralized platform, I mean, they say right out, we're not using your data to train our AI or to benefit, in
Mhm. Mhm.
AI from their side. And so you don't have that, which is what I couldn't live without having that capability
Mhm.
from the combination of and while things are changing, the uh, the combination of it and uh, Google, and I have, because I have the premium version of the Chat GPT. I
Hmm.
run the same thing through it because I do like to compare what they're pulling in
Oh, nice.
and
Okay.
how fast it is. And I will just say this about my findings to date: the most current, up to date, is
Hmm.
coming through the Grok AI.
Interesting.
And that's on X. That's if you do
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
X premium member.
So I guess Roxanne wants to know if you're operating through the app when you use Grok. So you're going.
I can use it from my phone and from, if you want me to share that, if you, we can share that screen instead if you want. I
Okay,
have no
sure,
problems.
sure.
So now I need to, if if I'll stop this screen share and I'll put another one, and Patricia will have to control it here. So just a minute.
Do my best. And then Terry has a question too. Let me click on add to scene. Okay, let me see if I can figure out how to do it like I did before, because that was
Yeah,
kind
that was cool.
that was pretty cool.
I'll have to get that figured out.
Once I get that figured out, hmm, let's see. Darn, spotlight. Now it seems like when I removed it, it then brought it back. Somehow it worked.
So it says I'm sharing it. So it's just however
Yeah,
you
and I'm playing around with it to try to figure out how to get us back on camera. And
okay.
somehow, let's see. I wonder. Hmm. Still trying. See, I did it accidentally. Wonder how I did that. Let's see. How did I do that? I clicked on. Let me go ahead and transition.
There it is. Okay, so
Okay.
Roxanne's down in the corner from her comment, and
Yeah.
you and I are both off screen.
Yeah. I need to figure out. Oh, I think Roxanne wants to see also. Well, we were looking at blue sky just a second ago, Roxanne. That was blue sky,
Yeah,
and
that
that
was
is
the
now.
previous screen.
So let me see if I can figure out how to get us back on there. Darn it. Let's see. No, still trying to. Still trying
So
to do.
there's not a tray of the other screen, like there's not a, at the bottom. There's not like a square with you in it, and a square with me.
There is. That's what I'm clicking on. But somehow,
And there's because on mine, even when I talk, when I hover over it, I get the three dots
yeah. Um,
for
I'm
commands.
still.
And
See, I know. See, I'm looking at it right now in the pre-transition because I have two windows.
hmm,
And what frustrates me is when I click on spotlight, it takes over the whole screen. But I want to make it so that, darn it.
you just kind of accidentally hit on it, didn't you? The
Yeah,
last.
I figured it out accidentally, and I could never do it again.
Well, meanwhile, your
Oh, I'll go
viewers are
ahead.
seeing what's on my screen, so I will show. This is me logged in to X, and on this, on my left hand side
Oh,
here,
there it is. Okay, go ahead.
on the left hand side, if I just click home, I go back to the home page. But if
Mm-hmm.
I want X, if I want to get Grok, I just click there. And so
Okay.
then, it warns you that it can make mistakes and so forth. But just now it says, tell me today's headline. So that's a default.
Oh,
So
okay.
it gives you, see here, it gives you all of these ABC, CNN, do you see,
Mm-hmm.
NPR, that
Wow,
it's actually pulling from their post.
that's cool.
And so the first one, and so it does this by top events. Well, politics is still high because Elon Musk has an interest in the change in change of guard at the White House.
Mm-hmm.
because he's been, and that was another reason why I thought, oh, this is going to be interesting, what they're doing to have that oversight. So I wanted to keep up with what he was up to on that. And
Mm-hmm.
this one, it pulls in from the politics first, and then international tech and entertainment. But all of this you can set, so this is just the general one when you go there. But then as you learn to work with Grow, you can actually, get your entertainment of particular issues. And so you
Mm-hmm.
can use your Google News that I look there and the headlines where they're trying to hit me with the clickbait to click on there. And then you realize that once you've read the headline, when you do the clicking, then they're going to want you to pay to get, their opinion, that their story, their opinion.
Okay.
And this way it draws all the people making the news as well as the people reporting the news
Hmm.
from X, on that platform
Interesting.
versus what we have on Blue Sky. So
Okay.
this AI capability is critical to me in
Interest-
social platforms anymore. And if
That's
you're not
interesting.
aware,
That's interesting because Alice from Sheer Social, she said that X, before it became X, when it was still Twitter, it was her favorite platform because of the fact that she could check the headlines on
right?
Twitter every morning. So, is this better?
But the way I see it, I don't want even if it's drawing it in for me on growth, I would rather have that. I mean, I
Mhm.
have, one of the things that we have on X, I'll come back. One, now in my, let's see where my lists are here. Is that, I think, has, see, I can write articles on there as well under
Cool.
the premium. And
Oh, okay.
accumulate, this is a very interesting feature that I like because I just learn, and this is actually published and pinned to my profile, and I can change that every day or week. But just like you with your Durham Skywriter news,
That's hip. You could make your own art and then have a whole article over it. That's
right?
nice.
And
That's very commercial.
this actually, the header there that you see is actually generated with Grok. That's the image. That's because the first one I tried was how to, and this
Oh.
is on my profile as well, is how to
Mhm.
generate the images with that and create a post.
Wow. George Washington.
And so, doesn't she look pretty? This was using the same prompt that I used on
Cool.
Dolly. I explain it all on my, because from the techie side, I explain on how I do that, and then you
Very
can actually
cool.
use a face swapping app and change that information. But
Hmm.
that to me is worth it to have that capability. But when you see, when I'm up at the very top of my screen, remember the list that we had. This is I um, that we had. Well, you can tag them to the top, of course,
Mhm.
but you can have. And I'm trying to think where all of my lists are organized. It doesn't show them in here. And of course, the spaces is another issue. But I'm trying to get my. There's my list right there. So, not all of these lists are available to the public, but
Oh.
you can control what your feed is by
Mhm.
who you've tagged to include on these lists.
I got you.
So that's changed. So the old Twitter, I mean, from the beginning, it just everything flew in our main screen, that
Mhm.
news or whatever you're following, that flew in there. I think one of the lists that I have, in fact, is the traditional media somewhere where I haven't clicked it for a while. I have to look. I've got a lot of lists. I'm trying to think if it's up there easy for
Oh.
us, but I don't see it. Yeah. I mean, because I got very frustrated when the news started getting all kinky.
Yeah, yeah. I use news apps that have local features.
Mm-hmm.
So, because I want to know what's happening around me, um,
Exactly. Well,
so I
yeah, I
tend to
still,
use those. What do I use?
is that it, news?
I use Smart News and News Break, both of which have
Hmm.
local tabs. You know.
I'll have to look those two up myself because I never, I just had, I had the AP Newswire. I had a subscription to that. I mean, I have for,
Ooh, that's cool.
uh,
AP.
yeah, but forever. But even on AP, if you've ever been affiliated with that in any way, you know that the headlines are much different today than they were 10 years ago. And they're very much clickbait. And
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
yeah, so
Wow.
that's not all that much fun.
Hmm.
But I'm gonna take that, um, have that on screen now, but take that back to, and that was one thing you can do with Grok, but you can see the little picture icon.
Hmm.
So in this, and I have, let's see if that goes there. Okay, so it has, help me write a cover letter. It actually gives you ideas of what to do, but then you can actually create, here's the image creation tool. And
Wow.
I did, and I'll show you because I put, because they were fighting, I thought, I wonder, because Elon owns this thing, what would happen to his? And let me show you. Okay, so those are the two most controversial names on the platform right now.
Yeah.
And I thought, I wonder how right on that image is. Look how real that looks.
Hmm.
And then it changes with different people.
Hmm.
And so when you're reviewing these image apps, look how bad he looks. Look how good Barack Obama looks.
Ah,
Look, it looks
is
like
it
Elon's overweight.
what? Now I wonder how that happens.
And so that's, well, I haven't added a lot of detail to it.
That's
I'm saying,
interesting.
but you saw how fast it came up. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the one I really liked was Elon Musk with his mother.
His mother.
She's an international model, retired. You know that. Oh, now see, it didn't do it right on that one. So I needed to put her name and the what she looks like, and I have some beautiful images of
Okay.
the two of them together, and I thought, man, I never knew, that kind of
Okay.
thing. But that's using that tool is what I have. Every
Interesting.
day I do that, and so you can just go back and start. Yeah.
Now
So
I want to go back because
uh,
Terry did have a question, and I know she wants you to answer it. So there's her question.
okay, I'm not seeing that, but I can switch to now. We can't. Now here's oh, it says share this tab instead. So hold on.
Okay, it's right on the
Let's see how
screen.
that worked with Evie. It should have taken you
Oh,
back to Blue Sky. Did it?
is that
Yeah,
what? Yeah.
it did. It
Okay.
did. That's what I'm seeing.
Nice. Okay. And her question is, how do you feel about Blue Sky? I trust your and Mitch's judgment.
Well, I see it as a viable platform.
Mm-hmm.
Women are in charge of both X and Blue Sky. And it's so
Okay.
fun to follow the founder of, um, the woman behind Blue Sky as well. And isn't it? Let me see if I can put who I'm following in there because I've actually, see if I can find them real quick with.
Now, Roxanne is saying, mine says introducing. I think Grok is with one O though, Roxanne. I think it's supposed to be Grok. Group two
Yeah.
must be something else. I don't know what that is.
Well, Grok 2 is, I mean, I have the latest version. That's part of
Oh,
the,
she's correcting it. Grok 2. Okay.
yeah.
So,
So
and she's wondering if
these are ones that are in my feed because I follow digital artists. Now, this gal right here
mhm,
she's with Adobe. And, I use a lot of Adobe products. And
yeah,
so she's working with AI artists and helping them
mhm,
join in. And um, what I wanted to show you, because this was something I competed in yesterday, but was trying to find who I follow. I've got to see, okay, let me see if it pulls that. So I haven't started any feed of my own
mhm,
now. And these will all be the general feed that comes in from everyone at large. So there's so many. Let me see if I'm not seeing where following. Let me see if that's so. There's things from Mitch, Rich. I've known from and Roz. All these I've known from Twitter. And there are tools to help you bring in to invite your Twitter friends or to see who's on there as well. And um, so, do I like it? I like it for my artwork. I've been
mhm,
talking the whole hour and comparing what's missing and so forth. I don't like, I was very disappointed, I'll be honest,
mhm,
that I was very disappointed that I was encouraged to go on there, that the day that I was, and all I
yeah.
was seeing on that platform was political
Oh,
nonsense. I mean,
well,
it,
yeah. I mean, if that's the reason why they moved over there because of politics.
yeah, but it was all on the losing side of, the presidential election, and it
Uh-huh,
was people still licking their wounds and stuff.
yeah,
And it's like, hey, we got to move on. We got to get going.
yeah, for real.
It's you'd see it as a problem, but it's really a challenge to, okay, now we know who all of our cast of characters are, or we're learning them more of them each day, but how do
Yeah,
we work with that? And
exactly,
so
exactly.
I don't want to do, I view Blue Sky as the relief. That's my coffee break. That's where I do my art, that kind
Yeah,
of thing. But again, I'm new. I haven't been there very long. And so right now it's just kind of like when you get in a new apartment, you got to get your curtains, you got to get
right,
all of your linens put away.
exactly.
And but it is billed as a master networking platform.
Well,
So
I'm so glad you brought to my attention. I'm not going to drop X,
no,
as long as I've got,
I won't recommend you do.
yeah, yeah, as long as, so many local nonprofits and government and, oh, I just get so much information from Twitter. My goodness.
So
But
let me ask you this one thing you
mhm,
mentioned, Patricia, is that we're both exploring EV mucks. But
mhm,
now, if I were running, because I also have StreamYard and I
mhm,
still have that high end version of that until at least February, and my thinking what I mean on that platform, you could say, Barb, do you want to stream this to your audiences? And I could do that because we both had that
right.
product. Can we stream to each other's audiences with EV
Um, I don't know. I can click around and, oh, of course, as the host, I wouldn't see it on my end, but I think,
There's nothing on mine, but it would be on a feature if you allow that. But I think we need to ask that within the
yeah.
community on Facebook.
You see social comments. Okay, wait. Let me see what it says under social comments. Oh no, that's not it.
That
Advanced
wouldn't be
settings. Uh, hmm.
And you can, oh, that's, one, I'm looking here in the comments to your live, and Roxanne asked about, she said, I wonder if he blocks what he doesn't like.
Probably.
And, and we don't have that opportunity anymore on X. Remember that we couldn't block the individual on on before
Oh,
on X. They were people that were just harassing us and so forth, we could block them.
oh, I didn't.
That
Okay.
went away. That went away just
Oh,
days before the exodus happened.
okay.
And we can block feeds, we can block people. We can do all that with the Blue Sky app.
Hmm.
So if that's your thing and just blocking and so forth that you feel, but my feeling is at this stage of the game, we're all getting our feet wet. So it's like, well, I found a new town to live in. If you think of yourself as a pioneer, just back, I mean, even back, from discovering our country and
Hmm.
all the different wagon trains that were going into these
Yeah.
places,
Mhm.
we just have to set up camp for a while and check it out. See,
Exactly.
and see, if there's a bunch of wild horses that need to be tamed and they're worth taming, it might be, something to do on that. But
Yeah.
otherwise, I look at it as my artistic because
Hmm.
I do find that, the artist needs more quiet and focused attention.
Hmm.
If you're on an X feed all the time and see my latest work, so forth, it's going by so fast that there's no true appreciation for it. So and the that was pretty much, although you and I embraced live, not all of the artists did, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that that has so much to do with it. Anyway, well, I'm going to have to go for today. I
I
happy
am so
back.
glad you stopped by, and I'm going to check out and subscribe. Not sub. I'm going to get Blue Sky and
Let, let me tell you one thing before we leave.
mhm.
If you are going to get another feature about that platform, is you can get your Blue Sky at I'm sorry, your Durham Skywriter at
Mhm.
Blue Sky Social, uh, as well as your Patricia, at Blue Sky
Okay. Okay.
Social. So those are things to consider. But because you also are in my group on Facebook,
Hmm.
I will, in that event today, I'm putting information in there on that kind of stuff. So you'll
And I
have
will
access
and
to
I
it.
will make a query as to whether people can live stream to their platforms while
You
on
can't.
VMux because I think
Oh,
that's a very good feature. That's a
yeah,
really
right. That one we need. To me, that was one of the best things that StreamYard ever did.
yeah, for
It
sure.
was to really expand. I mean, that's true networking in the 21st century sense, in my opinion, because
I think it's imperative. Yeah,
yeah.
it's imperative.
But so as a new feature, if they don't have it, I know it's one that everyone will appreciate at an
Absolutely.
affordable price, of course.
Absolutely. So I'm definitely going to check all of this out. And Barb, you always bring it. Whenever you come on the show, you are always bringing us the latest and greatest information for sure. So come on anytime you like. And Roxanne, I'm really glad you're watching, and I'm looking forward to having you on tomorrow because I know you want to talk about a topic that's near and dear to your heart. So we definitely want to talk about that. And yeah, Barb, continue with your good work because I swear you, if it weren't for you and Terry and the other tech-minded folks, I'd be so far behind. I really would. It's hard to keep up sometimes. It really is.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, thanks a lot, and I'll see you soon.
Okay, Barb, you take care, and I'll see you soon. Let's see, now how do I gracefully? Okay, wait. It says add to scene. You're already in the scene. How do I? Let's see. Um, kick speaker sounds so rude. I'm gonna kick speaker. See what happens. Okay, there we go. Okay, wait. Let me come back to me. There There we go. Okay. Boy, learning this program is something else. I love EV Mugs. I really do. So, Roxanne, hopefully you can come on the show tomorrow. Terry is saying bye. Terry, it's been a pleasure. I'm so glad that you joined us today. Roxanne, LOL for sure. Always fun. So tomorrow for sure. I'll bring you on tomorrow because I want to be able to give you full attention. So with that, have a beautiful day, folks. I'm about to take a freshly made banana bread to my godmother, Aunt Mamie. So I'm going to go over to her house and probably in just a couple of minutes. And I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.